Oh, yes. So, oh, great. Okay, here we go. So I'm Dr. Harlan South, and I practice in sunny San Francisco. My mini medical startup really is Premier Wellness and Aesthetic Center. We've been there for about 2 years. And just give you a real quick background on what we do there. So our philosophy revolves around the triangle wellness. I specifically practice longevity medicine, and we do a big in-depth in-view of your hormones and vitamins and micronutrients, and spend a lot of time focusing on your lifestyle to optimize your health inside. And then also one part of our triangle deals with aesthetic medicine, and we do Botox and fillers and threads. And then of course at the top we have regenerative medicine, where we're focusing on now to introduce stem cells, peptides, and exosomes to patients. So we're going to jump right into cryptocurrency and give some of you may have a lot of sophisticated background in this. Back in the late 90s, from 1998 to 2009, we had the pre-Bitcoin years, such as B money and BitGold. Of course, in 2008, 2009, the evolution of Bitcoin came into fashion with an entity from Satoshi Nakamoto. There's lots of theories behind who actually is that person. And as we can see in 2010, Bitcoin has some initial value, and its mining and interest in mining it began. And of course, as we move on, 2011, we have rival cryptocurrencies, Namecoin, Litecoin. And then of course, we have in 2014, the infamous theft of Mt. Gox, in which about 850,000 Bitcoins just disappeared, which is equivalent to about $35 billion based upon Bitcoin's price today. And then of course, we get into more sophisticated coins such as Ethereum and ICOs, initial coin offerings. But now we're starting to look more at how to use the blockchain technology in healthcare. And we'll go through some background on it so you have a little bit more information. So some of the positive benefits of using blockchain in healthcare is the method of payment such that it can cross borders without any foreign exchange. And that's pretty important if you're trying to reach, let's say, a global audience. Also, it's very important that we create a personal digital identity for authentication. So what that means is that, for instance, the person who holds this digital identity has to give permission for someone else to access their data. And as we all know, of course, here in technology, that data, of course, is the new commodity in the world, just like oil used to be. So the blockchain also allows for safe encrypted medical information storage is one example, and that would be like such as medical records, dental records. And then of course, it's very exciting because with blockchain technology and the transfer and the immediate transfer of information through blockchain technology, it opens up possibilities in delivering a personalized healthcare for patients all around the globe. And that almost sort of fits in with our new telehealth way of delivering care. And then of course, it also blockchain technology and the coins associated with it, in some instances, and most instances maybe, can be an investment choice as it increases in value as well. So here's one example, Dentacoin, that actually has been out on the market, I believe, since 2017. And this is a cryptocurrency that is being used worldwide. It was developed in the Netherlands. And so presently they have about 50,000 supporters within the whole network internationally. They have a total of about 6 million patients. They have about 2,000 dentists that are using it. And of course, they're trying to ramp it up quite quickly to be able to allow up to 60 million patients worldwide, as well as 20,000 dentists to use it. So the blockchain tools they use, of course, there's many of them, is it's used both as a currency, and they can also give it as a reward for patients. And also, of course, storage of dental records and all those sorts of things we mentioned in the past. An interesting social mission of Dentacoin is they do try to put a certain percentage away towards a foundation, and the foundation is working globally to try to improve universal access to dental care and making it affordable to worldwide. And as I mentioned before, just over the past year alone, it looks like Dentacoin has appreciated almost 500%. But what they're trying to really do with these healthcare cryptocurrency, such as the Dentacoin, is to
Did we lose Dr. South?
oh, yes, yes.
I think there was a
Yes.
little signal interruption.
Oh.
We just missed the last sentence.
About 30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I was just mentioning about the Dentacoin and how, you know, the real value of the Dentacoin is how it's based upon the utilization of the dental healthcare system. So as more dentists and more people, more patients, clients are involved with the ecosystem, the value of the coin actually has real value based upon the utilization of dental healthcare. So now we'll migrate into what we call health coins ecosystem. Just to give you just a real brief background to sort of understand it maybe, is that we have 5 main sectors or pillars of health coins and how they create an ecosystem around themselves and how they can be utilized. And the next slide will go into a little bit more depth of the types of these pillars that we'll see. So we have an ecosystem provider, and of course we'll see that includes healthcare providers, clinicians, hospitals, anyone that's delivering healthcare. We have, of course, supply chain and direct benefits from being able to access the efficiency of supply chain for whatever reason we need to access them for whatever services we're trying to deliver. And then, of course, we have the consumer power of the patient or the client who's using the health coin and how they're able to authenticate and give permission for the ecosystem providers to access their account. And then also the health coins, as we'll see, has a unique position to also act as sort of a banking mechanism. You can also deliver universal health insurance through the coin, as well as we said before, like with the Dentacoin, the value really is based upon the utilization of healthcare. There is some intrinsic value that can grow as the ecosystem grows. So this is just a more elaborate diagram branching out from the 5 main pillars surrounding the health coins ecosystem, giving you some more examples. As we mentioned before, the ecosystem providers such as physicians and clinicians, medications, wellness-oriented services can all be utilizing the health coin or accept it as payment and allows the client or the patient to utilize their services. Supply chain benefits, of course, you have a little bit more sophisticated lifestyle value investing. There's service value investing, and these are all sophisticated topics that allow the user of the health coin to access the benefits of supply chain. As we mentioned with the consumer power, of course, there's financial benefits, there's reward benefits, and of course, the main thing is they have power over their own data out there in the cryptocurrency world.
Harlan, time check.
Oh, time check. Okay. So we'll move on a little bit and kind of give you some examples of, we have a Health Coin 2021 that I'm associated with, and we're going to be their test American clinic here. And we had an entrepreneur based in London who wants to promote an international healthcare system and in order to promote 21st century wellness. And so this specific health coin that we're using is associated with the infamous Nick Spanos, who set up the New York City Bitcoin exchange in 2013. And so we're looking at a launch date of June 2021 in Europe and then going globally from there. So the idea, like we mentioned before, is for the patient to mind their own health, to use the health coin in a way that benefits both them as a client to access all the healthcare services who utilize the health coin globally, as well as the provider who's able to accept it. And so there's some differences between the Bitcoin mining, that is, the craze associated with that, versus trying to do personal health mining and how the health coin can be used to increase health awareness and allow more affordable and healthcare options for patients around the world. So with our practice, we're going to be connecting with what they call a health bank that's being developed by Nick Spanos with Bitcoin, and as well as allowing Visa cards, for instance, as a way of digital currency to be able to be utilized. So what this means is that if we have certain clients that are looking for my type of services in longevity and age management medicine, and they are, let's say, in London, England, you know, in addition to doing, you know, telehealth medicine and as well as visiting me, you know, they can use the health coin as a way to transfer their records to me to allow me to look at them, as well as for payment for the services and along those sorts of line. So there's so many different ways you can use this health coin that we're developing for, and like as I mentioned before, if you look on one side, you know, you can use it for emergency room visits, you can use it for nutritional consults, you know, for biobanking, but it's more or less geared towards the 21st century, along with the use of artificial intelligence and using sophisticated blockchain technology to open up all the options available worldwide.
I think you may have to stop here.
Stop. Okay.
Last
Sure.
slide. Last slide.
Oh, well, this is the last slide. I'm sorry. So what we're trying to do right now, if you're interested, is I am trying to grow an international network of providers and clinics that are interested in utilizing the health coin. So stage one would be just doing the basic, you know, payments and, you know, transfer of health records, as well as being able to, you know, gain a wider audience for your specialties. There you go.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Dr. South.